Happy Easter, everyone!
Yes, happy Easter, everyone. We hope you had an amazing weekend and a fabulous week.
Yeah, and thank you so much as well to everybody who's entered the Photo Easter Challenge. We've had some fantastic entries, and if you haven't entered yet, there is still time, so please make sure you go to the website and don't miss out.
I've loved some of the entries so far, and I'm definitely starting to build a top 10.
Yeah, a good top 10. And do you know what though? We do love a top 10. Dan and I actually sometimes play a game. It's called World Cup with some of our friends, when we talk about the best and the worst in a particular category. A bit like when we played Would You Rather last week.
So we're going to play a version of that game today.
Ooh.
We're going to give you a category and give you 10 seconds to discuss your top 10 and choose something that would be in that top 10. Hopefully it would be your number one. For example, Sarah, name something that you would definitely be in your top 10 snacks.
Well, I love snacks, so probably maybe some crisps, or I do like some chocolate as well. I'm not really too sure. Maybe,
Go!
Doritos!
Yeah, you do love Doritos.
I do love Doritos, yeah. Do you get the idea? Okay, so we're going to play with each other as well at the same time, just so you can understand what we're doing. Listen for the countdown though. This time we're going to do the countdown out loud, and feel free to write in the comments what it is that you decide. You ready?
I will be. Let's go!
Dan, something in your top 10 of films.
I love Lord of the Rings.
8, 7,
Not sure about Harry Potter.
6,
5. Spider-Man in the
4,
Spider-Verse. It's Star Wars. One of the Star Wars films.
1, go!
Empire Strikes Back.
I thought you were going to say something to do with Star Wars, to be honest.
Okay, next one. Something that would be in your top 10 games.
Okay, we've played a lot of games recently, so I've got to really think about this one. I like the game of Guess Who.
6.
That's a pretty good one. We've played Doggle, a little bit of...
3,
I like
2,
Twister. We haven't played that in a little while. So,
go!
hide and seek.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Very good choice. Very good choice.
Okay. Well, let's do one more. So, Dan and everyone at home, are you ready? Something in your top 10 songs.
Songs. But there's so many categories.
9.
Songs I like that I was
8,
younger.
7.
Worship songs.
6,
songs I can dance to.
5,
I do love a bit of Taylor
4,
Swift.
3.
Love a bit of Justin Bieber.
2, 1, go.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the dream.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome when you're living on a dream.
Done?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does play that a lot, unfortunately.
There is some debate about our favourite things. Sarah and I have lots of things in common, but there's also a lot of areas where actually we're quite different. And that's okay. But there is one thing that we can always agree on.
Yep. If you ask us who our favourite hero is, we always know who number 1 is.
Can you guess?
Jesus!
Yes, we've been looking at the Bible heroes over the past few weeks, and without a doubt, hands down, Jesus comes out on top. Here are top 10 reasons why Jesus is the ultimate superhero. 10.
Jesus cared about people. Thanks, Dan.
From Batman to Superwoman, Spider-Man to Iron Man, superheroes do loads of things to help people. They are usually pretty caring, but the superheroes we see on TV can also be a little selfish. But not Jesus. Jesus did many things to show he cared. He listened to people, included people others don't like, and even fed people when they're really hungry. 9. Jesus didn't wear a mask.
Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, awesome, powerful superheroes. But they spend most of their time hiding who they are under a mask or a false identity. Jesus was the opposite. He didn't hide who he was. He didn't need to create an identity or have a double life. He said, I am, the gate, the shepherd, the way to God. People knew what he was about.
8.
Jesus could do amazing miracles.
Water into wine. walking on water, raising the dead, Jesus would have been super exciting and fun to be around. And he still does miracles today. 7. Jesus was able to calm the storm.
I had no control over the hose in that clip, let alone the weather or the way that the water moves in the sea. Many superheroes fight in a storm, but to actually control it, to control the weather.
6.
Jesus was fearless.
Right from his youth, Jesus knew that he was going to have to suffer in his life. But did that stop him? No! He was obedient to God even when he knew that things were going to get tough, because he knew he had nothing to fear. 5! Jesus healed people.
Jesus helped blind people see, deaf people hear. People who couldn't even walk were suddenly able to run and dance about. He could do what other people said was impossible.
4!
Jesus was the Son of God.
Yeah, you heard that right. This superhero was the Son of God. Forget Thor, he didn't rely on a hammer for his power. He had a direct line to God because he was God.
Now this is where it gets really interesting, really exciting. Superheroes are kind of fun characters we can follow, but no character from a story can replace the one true superhero.
So here we go. We're down to our top 3 reasons why Jesus is the ultimate superhero. 3. Jesus loved us so much that he was willing to die for us all.
All of us. Every single one.
And it wasn't because we were super good and innocent.
Or because we loved him back.
Nope. Jesus chose to die even for his enemies. That's right, his enemies. He did so that we could be forgiven for all the bad things we've done, so that we could be made good and made right with God.
Wow. I mean, right there feels like enough, doesn't it? Someone died so all the bad things I've done can be forgiven. Amazing. What a hero he was. But how could he still be a superhero today if he died?
2.
Jesus rose from the dead.
Yeah, he actually did. There are loads of people who wrote to say that he really did die, and yet 3 days later he came back to life and was seen by many, many people.
You can read all the details of what happened that morning by following the link for the kids' activities on the website. But in short, him coming back to life meant that he actually defeated death once and for all.
Sadly, here on earth people do still die, and there are times of great pain and sadness in our lives because of this. But because of what Jesus did, there is nothing to fear. We can have hope, and we can know that he loves us no matter what. 1. Quite simply this, he wants to be our friend.
He's an amazing, powerful, strong, awesome, storm-stopping, miracle-working Son of God, but he wants to be my friend and your friend.
In fact, more than friends, he wants to put us into his family. Thanks for joining us today, guys, as we listed the top 10 reasons why Jesus is the best superhero ever.
Yeah, and over on our website, don't forget, there's loads more resources, colouring sheets and worksheets for you to have a look at with your family. Some videos and some songs too. And there's even a prayer at the end of one of the worksheets, which you could pray with your parents to Jesus today to say that you want to give your life to him. If you've never done that before, it's the most important thing you could ever do, and an amazing way to respond to the story and the message of Easter. Jesus loves you. He loves all of us so much. Don't forget that. See you next week, guys.
See you next week. Bye and happy Easter.
Happy Easter.